to be granted this unique privilege with my colleagues in the Central Working Committee of the Association of Senior Civil Servants of Nigeria to visit you in this historical meeting in August at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. This visit is particularly remarkable, coming with the twinkling of your tenure and as the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and as such, will remain indelible in our minds for many years to come. Your Excellency, sir, when we refer to your administration as being worker-friendly, we are not merely playing to the gallery. After all, record shows that in the past 7 years, since you mounted the saddle, you have done quite a lot for Nigerian workers. In some areas we touched, and of course that are dear to our hearts and millions of Nigerian workers, including but not limited to the following: regular payment of salaries and allowance, signing into law the national minimum wage of 30,000 naira per annum in April 2019, and your implementation of this federal public service without any rancor, extension of retirement age and services year for teachers, including educational officers in the Federal Ministry of Education and Federal Unity Colleges, the Ministry of Defense, etc. Sustaining the size of public service inspired the economic challenges facing the country. Approval of new salary structure for staff in National Identity Management Commission. Approval of new duty tour allowance for public service. Signing into law the National Health Insurance Agency Act 2022 and a host of others. Mr. President, sir, we commend you for these laudable policies, and as a father of nation, including in public service employees, we wish to employ you to grant these or other requests that will further endear you more to Nigerian workers. Restoration of payment of gratuity to public service employees. Your Excellency, gratuity is a lump sum paid to public service employees as a golden handshake for saving their fatherland meritoriously for decades. If gratuity payment is restored, it will enable workers to start a new venture after retirement, as it used to be in the case before 2004 Pension Act was enacted. Mr. President, as we have pointed out in several correspondences to relevant government agencies, the 2004 Pension Act did not in any way abolish the payment of gratuity. This is why private sector employers have continued to pay gratuity to retiring staff. The government, for inexplicable reason, stops payment of gratuity to public service employees since the coming into effect of Pension Act in 2004. Our position paper on the need to restore payment of gratuity to retired public service employers is already with Your Excellency, sir. And we plead with Your Excellency to look at it once again with a view to approving it. General review of salary in public service. During the negotiation of the new minimum wage, which was signed into law in 2019 by Your Excellency, it becomes clear to the government side that the salary structure in the public service is very much inadequate and needed to be beefed up. The government then gave assurance that the trade union side that there will be the general salary review that will take care of the problem. As we speak, Your Excellency, nothing has been done, and general price level in the market has made matter worsen, thereby leaving workers at the very age unable to fulfill their obligations to their family. It is therefore time for Your Excellency to direct that general salary review in the public service so as to caution the effects of the general price increases being experienced in the country. Harmonization of salary in the public service. As you are aware, Your Excellency, there are more than 13 different salary structures in the public service. out of which the core civil service, which is the engine room of government, is the least in terms of remuneration. The result of this is that employees in this segment of public service receive more than 7 times the remunerations of their counterpart in the core civil service. We believe that there should be equal pay for job of equal value, more so because we are dealing with employees that have the same educational qualification, accomplished experience on the job. I wish to plead, Your Excellency, that you direct the relevant government agencies to set machineries in motion to harmonize the remuneration of core civil servants so that different salaries in which will be in the areas of allowances. As we speak, Your Excellency, the number of employees in the core civil service at the federal level is less than 65,000, and the take-home pay is a meager, which, when compared with their counterpart in the same segment of the public service, take-home remunerations, is nothing to write home about. Needs to beef up allocation being made to federal government staff housing loan board. Your Excellency, indeed, it is a clear indication with the high cost of housing materials today, the need to beef up the allocation is very germane. Your Excellency, more so, it will enable the Housing Loan Board to increase substantially what is currently being given out as housing loan to workers, which has become very much inadequate due to high cost of building materials in the market. Your Excellency, rejection of 50 years as retirement age in the public service as suggested by Governors Forum. Your Excellency, you will agree with me that these are very important age bracket where skills and capacity and capability cannot be just thrown away because of sentiment. So we implore Your Excellency to take a critical look and condemn in totality their suggestion in that regard. Finally, Your Excellency, I cannot end this address without commending His Excellency for the public service reform of which your administration has undertaken and bringing succor to public service. In particular, I am really delighted that you have restored the tenure policy in the federal civil service. This has opened more opportunity for civil servants to advance in their career ladder as vacancies are now being created and stagnation reduced. Once again, Your Excellency, I thank you very sincerely for the opportunity given to us. Let it be on record that you are the first president that has ever received the Association of Senior Civil Servants of Nigeria. Thank you, Your Excellency, for this great privilege and opportunity. I thank you. We are very grateful, sir.
Containing all the history of the association, and this is a calendar token of appreciation.
Thank you very much.